Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
After a long two-week build-up here in the Bay Area, the moment has finally arrived. It is time for football here at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion LA Chargers taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway on Sunday Night Primetime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
380. Lions. Ready.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Herbert now. That's complete. Lambert Smith. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line.
That's another Chargers first down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Kappa, Kappa, Kappa.
Herbert back to the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Chargers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal.
Set.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Justin Herbert keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. 12, and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Smash. Black 40. Ready.
Here's Love. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden, 74 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Looking middle, and that's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Herbert. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Quentin Johnston from 6 yards away. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Love looking to throw it. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And the Packer first down.
Yellow, 22. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. An ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henley. So that about as easy an interception as a linebacker's ever going to have.
Yeah, when we use the word easy for them, it never is, right? Because, let's face it, a lot of them are blessed with the greatest of hands. But the pressure here, it gets home and forces the ball to hang up in the air, and they come away with the pick.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now Love. They'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 36-yard line.
Ready. 50, green. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Black 40. Ready?
On play action. Love to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been played at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Touchdown, Packers! Tucker Kraft from 8 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 14.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. And they've got it 1st and 10. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And he'll be brought down, looks like right at the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
And 5 at the 40-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 4.
Trying to run for it with Hampton. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. On 1st down, it's Hampton. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Herbert. That's complete to his running back, Hampton. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Well, that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Herbert. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they won. Touchdown, Chargers! Trey Harris in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 21-14.
Packers 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Ready?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, Matthew, as they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Love from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Lambert Smith to return it. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A run once more with Hampton. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
380, get out. 380, get out.
On 4th down, Herbert, he'll try to do it himself. And he is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keandre Lambert-Smith, 34 yards. And the Chargers will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14.
28. Packers 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ready?
Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here we go. Watch it. 6, 10 black. 6.
Love to throw for it on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
19 yards.
Striker. 3-3.
The Packer first down.
Here we go. Set. Claws red. Cut.
Love now. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And they do finally get him at the 12. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 33. Yellow. Set.
Again, it's Love. This will be caught at about the 6. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Set. Ready. Red. 38. Set. Cut.
Throwing. Love. And it's caught. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Cut.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Packers.
touchdown.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
The Packer offense, Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
Let's
The
go.
Packers will set up for the
Yellow,
2-point
43.
conversion.
Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Lion.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set.
Again, it's Hampton. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Credit the defense there to Quay Walker, getting behind the line of scrimmage before they could rip off any sort of a gain. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll work inside here, Hampton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
It's a pickup of 3.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Now that's a killer because you think you got it absolutely covered, and then he hot puts it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 7-yard line.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Keandre Lambert-Smith, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chargers are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
That keeps the score. Chargers 34. Packers 22. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. This is 1st and 10.
Green Jack. 33. Yellow. Cut.
Love looking to throw it. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
26 yards. 1st down, Green Bay.
Ready?
Now Love. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And the Bolts have done it. The Los Angeles Chargers are the Super